Hello everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. We are doing the Leo Weekly Tarotscope. I'm doing Leo first this week because it is your birthday season, so happy birthday. Okay, keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements because sometimes those do resonate more. And I do offer personal readings. You can get all that information in the description box. All right, Leo. See what is the strongest message that is wanting to come through for you this week. You have the Fox card. The Fox card is usually a message about being really leery of who you can trust. It's kind of feeling really guarded. I feel like it's a message to really tap into your instincts and just be more mindful of your surroundings. Give me one more on this. Oh shit, you have the Snake card too. Okay, so this is definitely a very strong message to be very protective of your energy right now. Be very protective of who you open up to, who you not necessarily that it's not necessarily that you can't trust people. It's more that your energy is maybe in a more vulnerable space right now, especially when we have this full moon this week. So it's about being really mindful of how other people and how other situations are affecting your energy right now, and if you notice that anything feels off, be willing to kind of take a step back from it and just work on really protecting your energy. It's kind of being around people who maybe just don't have your best interests. It is important to note right now that we are in a Chiron retrograde period. And what that means is a lot of like past deep wounds are coming to the surface, which means a lot of wounds are being triggered, which means a lot of people are being triggered. And, a lot of people don't really have that understanding. And so it's important to understand if you're connecting to people and you feel like there's just not good energy, or if you feel like people are lashing out at you, or even if you feel like you're being triggered right now, it's just kind of the energy. So it's important not to take things very personally. Give me one more. What is the message in this? And you have the divine masculine. So this is like very inflated ego energy. The divine masculine overall is a very good energy. It's that energy of drive. It's that energy of, taking action, taking passionate action, taking determined action. But when that energy, when there's any kind of fears and insecurities around that energy, it becomes ego, it becomes anger, it becomes frustration. Keep in mind, we all have divine masculine and feminine energies within ourselves, and so this is just really about your own Mars energy, your own drive. So you just might notice that you're being more triggered this week, or people around you are being more triggered. But take note of what is triggering you, especially if it's causing that energy of anger or frustration or tension, that more aggressive energy, because that kind of guides you to your path to some degree, because behind that intense energy, there's passion. You know what I mean? And it shows you things that you do feel passionately about. So if you can work through the frustration of it, and find out where that frustration is coming from, you can move forward in a really powerful way. So just be mindful of protecting your own energy right now. Notice where you're being triggered. And in the same sense, if you notice other people around you, you might notice that the energies of other people around you are very aggressive. And again, that has a lot to do with just the energy that we're dealing with right now. So be willing to kind of take a step back and just protect your own energy, and not entertain anything really aggressive right now. Ooh. I mean, that could also be a message that somebody has a very strong desire for you, a very strong pull to you. But having the snake card would tell me that maybe their motives behind that desire, or maybe the way they're showing that desire right now, is really not that positive. So again, be willing to kind of protect your energy a little bit. Okay. Whew. And also, if you find yourself being triggered, if you find yourself feeling that very, tense energy or aggressive energy, find physical ways to work through that energy. A lot of times I always say to meditate and ground yourself and breathe, but when you're feeling that really tense energy, you need to be able to get that energy out. So, running, exercising, punching a pillow, that works just as well as taking deep breaths. You could be connecting to somebody who is feeling the need to protect you. But again, just be mindful of the energy that they're approaching you with. Okay, what is your energy coming into the week? You have the King of Pentacles. It's a very grounded energy. Give me one more. And the Page of Wands. That's kind of feeling like you've gotten yourself into a really secure, really grounded place. Maybe you've really been working a lot and you're realizing that you can, take time to have fun. It could be that you're in a connection with another person and you're both on two completely different pages in this connection. One person is really grounded, really looking for that long-term stability, and the other person is just kind of, enjoying the moment, not really taking things seriously. You could be feeling like people around you just are, not taking things very seriously. Give me one more. What is this energy? The Two of Wands. Yeah, it's like you feel like you're very grounded, you're very secure, you're very stable within where you are, but it's also like you feel stuck. You feel like you're lacking some sort of excitement. And again, for some of you, you're just in a connection where you're really loyal to this person. You feel really loyal to this connection, and you feel like this person isn't really making that solid commitment to the connection. I kind of feel like it's almost like you have felt kind of isolated for a very long time, even if it involves a connection with another person. it's almost like you feel like if this is in regards to a connection to another person, um, it's like you feel kind of left out by this person, you feel rejected by this person, or you feel like this person isn't really or hasn't really acknowledged your needs. But at the same time, you feel that you have been putting so much effort into this connection. Like you're consistently trying to get your energy good, get yourself feeling good, work on your own healing. And to some extent, it's like you wonder if you've not done enough, or if you need to do more, or if this person has left the connection behind. For some of you, this has nothing to do with a connection. It's almost like you have been, really focused on yourself. Like you felt that you got to a place at some point this year that you felt some kind of lack in some way, or you went through some kind of loss. And you put all this work in and all this effort into getting yourself grounded, getting yourself stable, and you feel secure within where you are, but it's like you're not getting that excitement. You're not, it's like you feel like you have nothing to pursue almost. Let me keep going with this. And it's like you want to embrace something new, or even in this connection, you're wanting some kind of opening or restart or something in this connection. But it's like you don't even know what that is. Okay. So you do have the Chariot as your overall energy. That's a determination to move forward. But underneath that, you have the Two of Pentacles and the King of Swords. This came out in somebody's reading last week. It's like it's almost like being mindful of your energy. It's like you have this determination to move forward, but at the same time, it's like consistently second guessing yourself, or consistently looking back, or consistently looking at what you've been, where you've been stuck in your life. I feel like also you're wanting to move forward in a connection that has just not been grounded. But what is the issue? Your hopes are the Death card and the Ten of Cups. So you want that ultimate connection. You want that ultimate love. You want to have that major shift to where you are stepping in this beautiful connection. But your fears are the Nine of Cups and the Lovers. It's like you fear, you want that soulmate connection, but you fear the concept of it. And this has came up in a lot when, for those of you who have, been aware of what twin flame connections are, it's like it almost, the more you get to know about it, it almost becomes a fear to step into those kinds of connections or to want to manifest that connection, because it's seen in such a negative way, and it's seen as a connection that will never come together. Or it's almost like you want this soulmate connection, you want that beautiful connection, but at the same time scared of the depth of it. You're wanting that love, but you're scared to love that deeply, because you've been in that space before, you've loved that deeply, and you feel like it's gotten you hurt. And so it's like you're wanting to manifest this twin flame connection, but at the same time you have felt so much pain from it that you almost just are comfortable in just kind of going with the flow. Does that make sense? It's like you've lost the passion for it. Or even just in general, like you've lost this masculine energy. You've embraced the feminine energy, so much of nurturing, that you've lost that grounded masculine energy of passion, of excitement, of drive, of taking risks, taking chances. And so what you're stepping into this week, in all honesty, is you really seeing yourself, you finding your passion again. Something is coming to you very unexpectedly. It's possible that you just feel this sudden, like, blow up. Damn, what is this? Okay, tell me, what is the energy of this? It's like you're feeling this sudden rush of anger, of frustration, but of passion, of drive at the same time. It's like you feel like you've been stuck for so long, whether this is about a connection or just overall. It's like you feel this sudden, like, okay, I know exactly what I want. I know what I need. I know what I deserve. But it's like feeling that sudden rush of it, and just feeling like you have to rush towards it, or you just feel this surge of, it could be in regards to this other person. You could just suddenly have a blow up at this person. Your guidance is to control your masculine energy, but also use it to your benefit. Like, you can use that energy to manifest what you want. Okay, I know I'm probably just confusing the shit out of you, right? Tell me what the energy of this is. The Five of Wands is conflict that brings clarity. Yeah, and it brings forward movement. You have been stuck. You have been feeling stuck, whether it be in this connection or just in general, just on your path forward. Like, I feel like overall, you feel like you've gotten to a good place. You feel grounded. You feel stable. But you also feel like you're lacking that passion, or lacking even like that, lacking having that path forward. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm ready to do something. I'm ready to take action. Again, if this is another person, it's like it's like there's stability in this connection, but there's no stability. It's like there's that foundation, but there's not been any movement, and it seems like maybe the other person is not taking this connection seriously, or it's just gotten stuck in a rut. It's just gotten stuck in this very slow moving space. And so it's like all of this energy is bubbling up to the surface because now that we're stepping into Leo season, you're starting to feel that Leo energy. You're starting to feel that desire, that need for excitement. We've been in Cancer season, which has been all internal. It's been all emotional. You've gotten all of that under control. Now you're ready for some action. And so I feel like you're going to get that rush of energy, but it's almost like it's coming in or it's creating conflict, but the conflict is going to give you the clarity that you need. As to why things have, give me one more, Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. It's going to give you the clarity that you need. It's, you've been working towards something, and it's kind of going to give you that moment of, okay, there's going to be no more waiting. You're either going to completely put something to rest. Everything's going to come out in the open. If there's been distance between you and another person, you're going to very clearly be able to see what that reasoning has been. It's like it's bringing everything up to the surface, everything that has been hidden, everything that has not been communicated, the reason that this has not been moving forward. It's all coming up to the surface. And it might come out as conflict, but it's like it's almost like you need to have that clash in order to get things out in the open and get things moving forward. Now, this could be just you feeling this sudden, just like burst of energy, this sudden, like just frustration, but it's like you'll be able to work through that energy. You'll be able to kind of, like I said, if you can see what is causing you that frustration, it's also showing you what you're passionate about. Anything that can cause that much anger, that much rage, that much frustration, there's passion behind that, there's desire behind that. So it does give you a hint of what you feel passionately about. You know what I mean? Tell me about this connection. Two of Pentacles. There has been no stability in this connection. There's a lot of love in this connection. You have the Queen and King of Cups, so there's definitely a lot of love between you two, but there has been no stability. There's been a lot of back and forth in this connection. Yeah. It's almost like this connection has kind of been in survival mode. It's like, the Knight of Wands is passionate, but the Knight of Wands takes action without thinking, so it's a lot of flighty type of energy. What's happening with this connection this week? The Hierophant, the Chariot. Oh, I like that. The Three of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. It's breaking away from the traditional energy of this. Hold on. Yeah, it's like you and this person have been in two different spaces. I feel like overall what is happening in this connection is you're deciding that you are moving forward regardless. You're no longer doing this in the same way that you have been handling it. But it's bringing the connection together. Whew. All right, tell me more. What do you need to know about what's coming towards you this week? You and this person have both been on different pages. You both, I feel, have been trying to do the right thing for the other person, or trying to do what you felt was right. It's like whatever has been separating you two, like you both have had different perceptions, different responsibilities, different ideas of what a commitment is. It's like you both have had completely different viewpoints, completely different ideals of what this connection is. It's like it's like that has been what has separated you two for so long. But it's almost like you're both able to see those differences in a completely different way and see it as what you really want. Does that make any sense? Or y'all just trying to confuse me at the devil? It's the end of whatever has been restricting this and validation. There's something about a new beginning in this connection. A new start in this connection. You're overcoming whatever this separation has been between the two of you. But I still feel like there's something about the path forward that you both have had envisioned. It's like you're still going to have a choice to make in this. Because it's like it's not going to be what you have anticipating manifesting with this, but I still feel like it's what you want. What's the choice? And either option you take, it's still the same end result. It's almost like you both are on different pages or different paths. Sorry. keep feeling like I need to restart this, but I'm not going to fucking do that. It's like you can look at this from a logical place, or you can just follow your heart with this. Either way, it still leads to the same thing. It's like you're going to have to change your viewpoint on what genuine, loving, what you really want in a relationship. Because you're wanting to manifest the Ten of Cups. You fear the lovers. But I feel like this connection is one and the same. You're going to have to get out of your traditional perception of what a relationship is and see it as more of a unified soul. Oh God, I sound so cheesy, don't I? It's like there's something so different about you and this person, or there's something that has been keeping you both apart. And you have either changed for this person or wanted this person to change for you. You have felt that there had to be some sort of change before this connection could come together. But what you're seeing is that you guys can balance things together without having to make these massive changes. Or there's something that you're seeing about this person that you had initially thought was negative but is actually really positive. Either way, there's some kind of conflict that comes up between you two. And it really is very eye-opening, and it really helps you see the connection in a new way. You still do have an option. You might decide that you don't want this connection. You might find that whatever comes up is not the relationship that you thought it was, but either way, you're getting that new love that you want. I just feel like it might be different for each of you. And for some of you, again, this has nothing to do with a relationship. It's like you've been on this path that was the path that you thought you were supposed to be on. That, ever since you were a kid, you knew you were going to go to college, you were going to be a lawyer, you were going to do this, you were going to do this, you were going to do this. And you've done all that, you've accomplished this, and it's still not giving you that fulfillment. And you're like, okay. And all of a sudden, you find that you are discovering what your passion is, and so you have a new path forward to go on. So either way, it's really good energy. I'm sorry, I really confused the fuck out of you guys, didn't I? All right, so let me see either way it's good. Either way it's excitement. Either way it's putting you on a new path. It's just going to come out as very, heavy energy at first. Yep. Oh, I love this. Okay, so this is that energy of pure potential. This is that passion. This is that desire. This is that energy that could go either way, right? If it's frustration, but it's pure potential. This is a brand new beginning coming towards you. This topsy-turvy and gloom and doom card. I think that a lot of this is this Chiron energy. I think you do have a lot of stuff coming to the surface, a lot of things that have been buried down. And I think it is all coming to the surface, but this is all coming to the surface to be released. And I think that there's a lot that has been pent up in this connection between you and this person. And I think that this disconnect between you two has really kind of drained the energy a lot. But this is all coming to the surface. It's important to see it for what it is. It's important to release that energy. and really tap into your intuition. Don't tap into your intuition when you're feeling this way, though. Give me one more. Yeah. All of this energy that's coming up, again, some of this is going to be very tense energy. So make sure you're not reacting out of frustration. You're not reacting out of anger. Because again, all of this energy coming to the surface, this is that lustful energy, or that anger or that frustration. You don't want to follow that energy. You don't want to follow that flight or fight type of energy. You want to sit and let yourself feel those feelings, release those feelings, let that energy settle down, and really see the energy for what it is, really see the potential, and really follow your intuition. I really hope that makes sense. I feel like it's just going to be different for some of you, because I do feel like some of you, this is a connection that you're cutting off and leaving behind. But for some of you, I think this is opening up a connection that has been stuck. But you'll know, just don't react out of frustration. Okay, I love you.